thank you, Jim. What an honor to be here, and all these other speakers who have gone before are truly incredible. So yes, today I am talking about reclaiming your energy by not living in fear. And, you know, every day in life, fear can be a big thing, and it can be crippling. And it has actually even gotten bigger now with this COVID crisis and all the things that we have going on in the world. But fear is an emotion that we can actually learn to control. It takes a minute, but it can be done. And I want to explain to you, for those of you who don't know me, how this came about for me. So I'll go into my story. So when I was a little girl, I had been diagnosed with arthritis, and at that point in time, there wasn't such a thing as juvenile arthritis. And life goes on. I grow up, I get married. Arthritis stayed with me, came along for the ride, no big deal, right? I got married, had kids. I got divorced. I was a single mother of 3 teenagers. Not an easy task. Their father was not, had moved away, was not really in their life on a day-to-day basis, so everything was on me. During that time, I didn't notice it until years later, but I gained 90 pounds, 90 pounds. And I didn't even notice how heavy I got because I was living in fear. There was depression and stress and all the things that go on with life. When I did notice this, it started creeping up, was I had a child who has battled addiction for many, many years. And I battled that with my child, and it took a toll on me. Another child has anorexia, and I had gone to New York to a clinic there to pick up my child and decided to take all my children to Niagara Falls for a little quick vacation. So we went to Niagara Falls. My youngest had taken a picture of me. I didn't look at it for like 3 to 6 months. And when I looked at this picture, I didn't realize how depressed I got by living in fear. I recognized my hair, but I didn't recognize the 3 chins I had. So I set out on a journey to lose the weight, and I did. It took me 2 years, but I lost it and have kept it off. Fast forward, I found out that I had to go to emergency. I was not feeling well for some time. They did a CAT scan. They found out I had an aneurysm. So I was scheduled to see a neurosurgeon, but I continued to see this neurologist to find out what was going on with my body and why it was acting the way it was. So lots of tests, lots of MRIs, lots of blood work. I had a spinal tap. I had everything you can think of. I've had that test done. And the day I was going in to set back-to-back appointments with my neurologist and then my neurosurgeon, this was 49 at that time, so that would be 2014. She told me that all the tests came back affirmed that I had MS. Okay, that set me down for a minute, right? That's not something one wants to hear, but okay. I take that information, I go to see my neurosurgeon and set my appointment for my first brain surgery. And I had 3 brain surgeries, one at the very end of 2014. My main brain surgery was the end of July of 2015. And my last brain surgery was January of 2016. The aneurysm was quite large and it was very dangerous. So it had to be taken care of and removed. The first and the third was to see where it was at, what it's doing. The third, of course, is to see if the main brain surgery had worked, and thankfully it did. But leading through this, afterwards, I couldn't speak well because there was so much trauma to my brain that when my youngest sat me down at the table with my other children, having a difficult time with bullies at school, I couldn't get the simple words out of my mouth because of the trauma. And that created more depression for me. And I realized at that moment, change had to happen. So that's when I dug in. And I read and did everything I could find. And I actually found the answer to fear is energy. Energy creates everything we do because we are energy, right? Everything we do and see stems from energy. And if you can get out of your head and get into your heart, you'll find that you have more energy. So that's how that happened. I created a program, High Energy Performance Coaching. And I'm not really here to talk to you about that, but to share how energy is the one thing that will set you free. It will set you free of everything in your life, because we all have life happening to us, but it's how we respond to said events. And if we go off of it completely emotionally based and get upset, that fear comes in. And then you live by fear. And when you live by fear, anxiety, depression, it lowers your immune system. And of course, now more than ever, we want the highest immune system we can possibly have, right? We want to eat right. We want to exercise. We want to take great supplements. We want to do all the things that we can do so that we can feel better. And that's important. And I want to tell you that I have a breathing technique. So you reach out to me, and this helps me on a daily basis, because we all have things that happen that we need to recenter ourselves. And I do a breathing technique that helps calm your body and helps put you in a different state of mind. See, it takes you out of the fear and centers you and changes the direction that your body's taking you into being anxious or fear-ridden, and it gives you energy and it brings you calmness. So anybody who reaches out to me, I would love to give that to you for free. So one of the things, I have a client, we'll call her Jane, had reached out to me, and after 13 years of searching to find how to get rid of the energy vampires, if you will, that were in her life, we went through everything in her energy and found out that there was many facets to understanding how your energy can actually bring you down. And that's so important to understand that you don't need to live in that place, right? Where you got stuck in your energy. And I tell my clients this, don't live there, but you do need to go there and understand it, because until you go there and really get a hold of it, you can't move forward because you've left half of you there. So living, understanding what fear has got you stuck, a person, a place, or a thing, will give you more ROE, return on energy. You know, we've all heard the saying, don't let your current situation be your final destination. Isn't that true? We all want more out of life, and we certainly want more for our children. We want to live every day and do positive things and be a positive impact on ourselves, on our family, everybody. Making peace with your past so that it doesn't spoil your future is critical. It is absolutely critical. And last, fear loves to chase you down and watch you run. Let's stop running from fear. Let's get into high energy. Reclaim your energy, because, ladies and gentlemen, the world needs you at your very best you. My name is Donna Guinouard, High Energy Performance Coaching. If you would like my breathing techniques, I'm at highenergyrightnow@gmail.com. Thank you.